Why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a Revolting Review. I'm Random Ross, and today I review Saw. I want to play a game. So, this is written by James Wan and Leigh Whannell, directed by James Wan, based on the student short film they did of the same name, starring Cary, Elwes or something, Danny Glover, Monica Potter, Michael Emerson, Ken Lang, Tobin Bell, and Leigh Whannell. So this is the first installment in the Saw franchise where two men, Dr. Lawrence Gordon and Adam, wake up in this bathroom chained to rusty pipes, not knowing what's going on, and they have to find out what's happening. And they have a corpse laying in the middle of the floor, and there's this whole mystery on who this Jigsaw killer is, and these group of detectives are on the case to find out who this Jigsaw killer is. And we all believe that it is, and we all go on to believe that it is, what's his name now? That's it. Zepp Himble, who is the killer, played by Michael Emerson. We also get Leigh Whannell in this as Adam, and Cary Elwes as Dr. Gordon. And we also have Shawina Smith as Amanda, who actually ends up being a part of the whole franchise. So we see that there's all these traps that the Jigsaw killer puts people in, and he does all this to make them appreciate life, because they're people that don't value life and they must play these deadly games. This is also the movie that introduces us to the iconic trap in the franchise, the reverse bear trap, where it goes into your mouth and tears it open if you don't get the key in time. Of course, we never do see that work until the seventh film. And of course, at the end, I'm sure I'm not giving any spoilers away, because if you haven't seen this film, where have you been living? The dead guy in the middle of the floor, he turns out to be the real Jigsaw killer, and he's dying of cancer, and this is why he does what he does. And why he does it? Well, not only because he's terminally ill, but because we find out later on as the films go on. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, likes. I like the originality this film gave. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a film like this. Well, at the time I hadn't seen a film like this, and I thought it was pretty good. It was made on a tight budget, and they made it work with what they had. I love the whole story, and also how they make the whole thing with the two guys in the bathroom, and at the end Dr. Gordon cuts his foot off to get free from the shackles. Of course, he could have tried cutting through the rusty pipes. Did that ever occur to any of them? Turns out Adam had the key as well, but he let it go down the drain, and yeah, he's pretty much left for dead at the end. But yeah, I liked Tobin Bell as John Kramer, the Jigsaw killer. I don't think I'd ever seen him in anything. In fact, I only ever know him for these films and this role. Yeah, I like Tobin Bell in this. I also like Billy the puppet. Now, here's a little fact: the puppet that we used in the short was made out of paper mache, and it was the same one they used in the student short. But after that, in the sequels, they actually got a proper puppet made. But I still like that puppet they have. It's little and it's creepy, and it pedals on a bike and is controlled by Jigsaw. I also like the creative kills we see in this. Well, we don't see much of them happen, A lot of it's all After Effects, and this is like a crime horror. And this was also around the time the torture porn craze began, with the whole, Hostel and all that. But I thought this was an entertaining one, and I enjoyed it a lot, especially that twist ending. I remember when I first watched it, my jaw dropped, and I was like, "What?" I mean, it were a few years later when I saw the first movie, but still, I was in the dark about it, and I managed to avoid it all those years. Well, I watched it in 2008, the first Saw film, so 4 years after, but still, I'm glad I watched it, and it is probably the best one in the franchise. And yeah, do I have anything to dislike? I don't think so. This was a great, career starter for James Wan and Leigh Whannell, and they would go on to give us another horror franchise, the Insidious films, and James Wan would go on to direct other great movies as well as The Conjuring and the Insidious films, and even Aquaman and some of the Fast and Furious films. This was the beginning of them, and this movie introduced us to the pair, James Wan and Leigh Whannell. The student film that they made, which was very short, of a woman trying to get out of a trap, and yeah, I think you can watch it on YouTube as well. I don't know. I'll see if there is, if it is on YouTube. If so, I'll see if I can leave a link or something somewhere. But yeah, this is the best one, and it was the start of a franchise which would take over the 2000s, and every year we get treated to another Saw film every year. But nothing can top this one. So yeah, Saw, I'm going to give it 5 machetes out of 5 because it's that good. So, have you seen this one? I bet you have. Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check all it out. I've been Random Ross, this has been a Revolting Review, and until next time, don't have nightmares.